Hey guys, let me adjust you. I wanted to film today and I'm going to talk a little bit about dance, but I want to kind of talk you through and show you what I need to make my makeup look that I wore on Christmas, because I wore it's very simple and for me it took less than 2 minutes to do. One of the items you cannot buy anymore, which is, let me pull it out, this Halloween Petite and Pretty Body Glitter. Because all throughout October, if you bought anything from Petite and Pretty website, you got a free Halloween bubble bag and body. I love these bubble bags. I love that it has the whole, so this, yes. I also, this, you can use whatever version. I just use my Petite and Pretty version. It's a handheld mirror. That's what I use. But you can use whatever. It doesn't have to be Petite and Pretty. Although Petite and Pretty is really good. Then I use this blush. It's a cream blush. And I never really owned or used a cream blush. Here it is. And it's by Honest Beauty or something, and I really like it. And then I use this mascara for the mascara on. And then I just use, for the makeup brushes, I just use these marbled ones that my parents got me. And then the palette, I use this for the eye makeup. Well, for the eyeshadow. Because, I already showed you the mask. Here's what the palette looks like. Thank you to my parents. It's so cute. And I just use this sparkly purple and this pink. But there's so many colors in here. And I love all of them. And I literally just dipped the brush straight into the purple. And I did a thin thing of the purple. And then I dipped it in the pink, did a thin thing right above it of the pink. And then that was it. So simple. And it looks really nice. That's something that I love. And that was simple, easy, and it looked really nice. And I'm excited for dance to start up soon. Because that's going to be fun. And, here's the thing. I feel like with breaks, inks, and dance, I love them and I don't like them. It's a mixture. It's like a love-hate relationship and shit with breaks and dance. Because what I mean by that is I love it because it's a chance to breathe and not be tied down to a schedule, a dance schedule and stuff, which is a thing. And that's something great. Plus, and then it's the hate part, because I love dancing so much, and for me, it's a dream come true, the fact that I get to train on Zoom with the ALDC, and I'm excited for the next 3 months of dance, and it's because we got it from January till March, which is going to be fun. March is the last month, and I'm happy they dropped the price down a little bit, so that's good, because we were paying a lot for dance, and we're still paying a lot for dance. Now the price has dropped a little bit, and that's good. So like I'm excited about that, and I love the new schedule, but I also don't like. I'm like, it's that love-hate relation. Like I really love the new schedule. I just don't like. I kind of just lose Tuesdays, like, but for a good reason. And I think what I mean by that, and is that like Tuesdays are like the day where like it's completely like based around the excitement. And for me, like I'm watching Chicken Girls when like the new episode comes out, or Attaway General, by Brat TV. Both shows are by Brat TV. Which is a really fun like show, and it's a show that like every time I watch it, I'm like, I wonder if JoJo watches this, and if she doesn't, this seems like a show JoJo would love, because it kind of is similar to like, I feel like it's similar to Grey's Anatomy, because it's based around like a hospital and stuff, but like based around like these volunteers that like volunteer at like the hospital for like, some of them just love helping people, some of them done things and community service, like. So it's like a really great show. And like I really love it because it's like mystery of like what's gonna happen next, and then it's like cliffhanger, and then it's like a bunch of and stuff. But I really love it. But now Tuesdays I have dance, but I have ballet on Tuesdays now. But that, and for a good reason. And then because now I'm actually getting my level of ballet. Like the thing with the last worldwide, like here's the thing, is that with the past two worldwides, if, well, two of them that we had ballet, and it was the first one I ever did, and then this last one. But the first one I ever did had a ballet class listed, and on Mondays, and we would do it, but we're kind of like, I would say it was like a mixture of beginner and it was like an intermediate one, so like it was like intermediate, so like it basically was like not really advanced, but also wasn't like really beginner. It was like something that like I would kind of like, if you were a beginner, you could kind of make it like beginner, like the stuff was like all like very easy beginner, but if you were more advanced, there was ways that you could make it more advanced, like trying point shoes and things. And so like that was really cool. But then, so that was like really cool, and I really loved, like it was like cool because you could work it however you needed to. And then, but with this last worldwide, it was all beginner, like beginner ballet. It was like all and the thing was that like the in-person people would get their right level. So like if they were beginner, and then they would get like then that's what we would get, the same thing that the beginner people would. But then if they were more advanced, then like we would go through our like beginner ballet class with the beginner in-person people, and we would switch over to like hip hop with Natalie, where like the beginner, then like the more advanced, like the older, like more advanced hip hop like would happen, and then it would get switched back to like beginner like hip hop as the girls would go, or like the people, the in-person people would go into the other room and do an advanced ballet as we were doing hip hop still. So like that was the thing, was that we weren't getting our level. But now our Monday class is the exact same. Then Tuesday we get, and there's an option for beginner or advanced. I'm doing advanced because I took an advanced ballet class once, actually with Danny, who is our ballet teacher. She's incredible at ballet. She's good at like making it like not too like boring for me, because I'm not like, I'm good at ballet. It's just not my most favorite thing ever. Like, it's not my most favorite thing ever, and so for me to be entertained by ballet, I find it important. Like, ballet is important. It's the foundation of all the dance, but it's essentially it's very like ballet is important, but for me sometimes it can be a little boring. And very important though, so I like doing and stuff. No complaints really. And that's the whole. So, it's the thing. Like, I might say, because now they made it where at a certain time, I'm gonna have to check the times again. But like at a certain time there, we get they do the beginner ballet, and there's 90 minutes of that, which for those who are younger or they can't transfer minutes into like hour situation, that is an hour and a half, to make it easy on you if you're trying to figure that out. Then, and they moved to the advanced ballet, or like it's listed as junior and senior, which is kind of like junior would be 11 and under, and senior would be 12 and up. So, yeah. And I'm 16, and I'm actually really good at, like, I would say I'm pretty good at ballet. It's just, like, you can kind of tell in my face sometimes that, like, I try to, like, make myself, like, look, like, fun and, like, I'm having fun. Here, I'm gonna turn this on. Ooh, I'm loving this. But, like, I try to make it look fun and, like, I'm having fun, but sometimes I can just get a little bit bored with. Here, I'm gonna, like, check the setting. No. Okay. That's the one. I really love the white setting, like, but I'm also, like, okay with, like, a yellowy orange. The lighting looks good, and the number of ring lights that's taken to do with lighting is insane. And the cool thing is that I can do up to 3 ring lights worth now, because of the fact that I had one, and then we like took the cord off and hooked up to an Echo and thing. Then, and I got a set for Christmas that had a little travel one, and then it had a small one. And it's like really fun. Like, I really love it. And things are going good, but I love dancing, and dance can take you in so many different ways. It can lead you to being a circus Olay dancer. It can lead you to being an aerialist dancer, or like there's so many things. I feel like when you hear the word pop star, I feel like a lot of the time people assume hip hop, and that's, in a way, I look at it as yes and no. It's like a yes and no situation, where yes, a lot of the time it is hip hop. I don't really know anyone that is considered a pop star that does not like or do hip hop. But I feel like a pop star can be any style. It's just, like if you're performing to the audience in a way, and I could be wrong on this, but like I feel like if you're performing to your audience and you're singing, dancing, and acting, and you're a triple threat, then, and I feel like that's good. That's like really, really good. And it's going like that. My thing is that it's like going really good, and so that's something that like I'm happy to be dancing again after this break, because Christmas break has like, this has been a hard break for me, and I say it's been a hard break partly because I got a dance mat and I've been really wanting to use it in acro, and we've been on a break, and so like I used it like around the house, like here and there, but I really want to use it like in an acro class. I'm not looking forward to the fact that now I basically have no days off, like guaranteed like no days off. And what I mean by that is like because the thing is that I know a lot of the time there's like Saturday classes sometimes, and then there's also like Sunday classes a good amount of the time, and then Monday there's always like a Monday class, or most always, and then like now, like Tuesday was like the one day I'm like there's never a class on Tuesday, and that's not the case anymore. But now like Tuesday we have dance, Wednesday we have dance, Thursday we have dance, and then Friday is iffy, because sometimes there's a Friday acrobatics class, but sometimes there's not. They haven't done that in a while though. So like I'm not guaranteed a day off. And that's really hard because before, that's kind of hard because I love it so much, because it keeps me busy and it like keeps me going. And because like, and that's the thing, I'm going to say this right here and I'm going to say it right now, which is, and the fact that dance keeps me going. And I say this because on the fact that like I'm trying to just like I'm trying to almost step back, and me and my crush are meant to be. I'm not gonna let it be a distraction anymore. Like that's my big thing with it. For so long I let it be a distraction. I let this voice scream it in my head 24/7, which is where the song Screaming in My Head came from. I want to make kind of like a part 2 to that, or a song that's similar to that, because I really love the concept of Screaming in My Head, because the concept of it was that a voice is in my head screaming at me all the time. Screaming at me, you had a chance to be with your crush and you blew it. And you love your crush, you miss your crush. You're never going to see your crush again. And you're going to be miserable until you find your crush. Your crush is your favorite person ever. It's just kind of a constant reminder of, like, how much I, like, blew it with my crush, and what I mean by that is I had over 5 years worth of opportunities week after week after week to tell him. And then near the end, there was, like, some opportunities that I wasted. And I never told him. I tried one time, and I backfired bad, and things went bad. But, because I got nervous and I talked really fast. And that's something, I'm never letting that get in the way again. And that's something I look back on. And I'm like, what I mean by that is essentially only, like, I'm saying that basically in that moment, I let nerves get a hold of me. And I wasted an opportunity. An opportunity that I should have told him that I liked him, and I didn't. So, now I'm like, I'm not letting the nerves get to me. I'm using that as an advantage, not a disadvantage. It's not holding me back anymore. It's going to be a reason, and so I can prove myself wrong. And that's what I'm doing. Like, that I'm going to do amazing, and then, because I feel like that's almost what I go for now. I try to go for something, like a situation where I'm, like, a little bit nervous for dance, but, like, or just something, like, just slightly nervous, and then when I do it, it's, like, this, like, amazing feeling, and that's what I did for a while, and then I realized as much as that feeling is great, it was even greater knowing that I'm going for my dreams, and that's what I'm doing. And then for so long, I kind of just let, like, losing my be a distraction, and now, I'm saying this now, like, I am who I am, and that's what I'm saying, is that, right now, I only have interest in dating my crush, but I also am setting it aside, and, like, I'm understanding that it's still there. I'm understanding I still love my crush, and the truth is I did try, like, taking it out in the picture, and it just didn't work. I tried, like, being, like, I'm enjoying, like, the single life, like, not having a crush situation for, like, what I mean by single is, I tried enjoying, like, 2 days without having a crush just to see what it's like, and I realized it didn't work because, not that I can't get over him if I have to, it just came to the point of where I still felt the same way about him. And I felt like it was almost more of a cover-up to say, and if I end up, like, finding a girl and falling in love with the girl instead of him and moving on from him, then great. But for now, my only interest in dating is my crush. And even though I didn't really cover it up, and I feel like it was just me experimenting, and I realized, this is what I choose, and I'm happy this way. But I'm excited because I'm working really hard in dance to be a pop star, and I'm someone that I have a chance, a real chance to do it, and I'm not going to waste it. So, peace out.